Alrighty. What's up, everybody? What's up, Clubcast? Checking in right now. Going on right now. About to start off, tip off, probably in about a minute and a half. It is the Orlando Magic facing off against the Miami Heat, excuse me. The Orlando Magic facing off against the Miami Heat. So classic little Florida showdown there. In Florida. They're currently going to be playing there in Orlando today. So Orlando has the home court advantage today. They're facing off against the Heat. Orlando's been on a bit of a tear. A bit more of a hot streak than the Heat as of late, but see what they can give in this knockout round of the first knockout round of the NBA Emirates Cup. Welcome, watch along. So the tip is controlled by the Magic. Jalen Suggs pulls up for a miss for the first shot of the game. Surprised he's playing today. He has been questionable a bit. Seems like Tyler Hero might have to go off today to make it keep it in touch. Andrew Wiggins does put up the first shot for the Heat, and it goes in. So the Heat take the first lead, 2-0. And again, welcome in, everybody. This is the Clubhouse Sportscast. We are an independent, unofficial commentary and analysis program. So we are not affiliated with the NBA, UFC, NFL, any other sports entity or broadcast network. So with that being said, we are just here watching along. We will not be showing any official broadcast or audio of the game today. Instead, we'll just be chatting it up and having a good time watching the game via our own devices. All right. Let it go out and get that out the way. We do have a special guest today here, everybody. It is Roger Cat. She said, "What's up?" She's been wanting to say what's up the whole time. I've been keeping her out of the camera. And the Heat are off to a fast start. Another bucket there. They're off to, and now at this point, 10 minutes, 2 minutes into the game, they're leading 8-0. Caro gets his shot swatted by Andrew Wiggins there. Tyler Hero penetrates the paint as he should, and he gets the and one bucket. Foul to go. Free throws approaching. So now the Heat take a 10-0 lead against the Orlando Magic. It is 10:08 in the first quarter. If you are watching along with me, welcome in. Yeah, Tyler Hero. Ooh, nice Euro step. He knocks the bucket down. So the Heat are off to an 11-0 start. Black puts up a shot there for the Magic, does not go in. And Tyler Hero scores once again as on a penetration inside. Heat take a 13-0 lead. Magic call timeout, and we will be back with you soon. Might be firing off some live bets today. Might be checking in on it, seeing what we can cook up. If anybody has any suggestions, what they've been rocking with, the pregame bets, see what's looking like right now. You had a Magic player to score the first basket. That did not hit, unfortunately. If you had a Heat player, it might have hit. And it would have been, was that Andrew Wiggins? You go back to the very first basket, I believe. Made the very first hoop. So if you had Andrew Wiggins' first basket on your slip, good hit. All right, I'm going to take one little break here, folks. I'll be right back to the stream. It is a commercial break, so we're not missing anything here. Thank you for bearing with me quickly. Just wanted to go check on the baby. She is in her room sleeping, so we are still good to go, ladies and gents. Once again, welcome in. We are the Clubhouse Sportscast. We are an independent, unofficial commentary and analysis program. We are not affiliated with the NBA, UFC, NFL or any other sports or broadcast network or entity. What we're doing here today is just going to be watching along, providing you some live feed analysis of the game myself, live feed commentary. I will not be showing any official audio or um, visuals of the any live stream broadcast today. So it'll just be us talking and watching along. Welcome in everybody. Like I said, once again, we are here watching the Orlando Magic facing off against the Miami Heat. Another little showdown here in Florida to start off the first knockout round of the NBA Emirates Cup, the quarterfinals knockout round. And the Magic did finally end up scoring their first basket. Ooh, but right back with them. Norman Powell hits a three. 18-2 lead right now. The Miami Heat off to a blazing start. Suggs puts up a three, misses once again, but the Magic do get an offensive board. Paulo Banchero inside, another miss. So the Magic, they're getting really good shots, but they're just not being able to hit, not seeing the ball go through the hoop quite yet. Norman Powell puts up another three, but bit of an ugly shot. And they do call a foul on the Miami Heat. See who it goes on here. It looks like it might be Andrew Wiggins as Paulo Banchero is driving. All right, Paulo Banchero looks like checking out of the game. Tyus Jones as well is waiting to check in for Dylan Suggs, it looks like. And there's a breakaway by the Magic again. Fast-paced team. Another missed layup, but Black retrieves his own rebound and slams it down. So now a 20-7 lead by the Miami Heat. The Magic gaining a little bit of leeway now, finally. Getting a little bit of a dent into that lead that the early lead that the Heat was able to get out to. See, they double up here on Adebayo. He swings it. And Norman Powell gets it knocked out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And Tyus Jones is able to check in now for Jalen Suggs, given the dead ball. All right, Heat failed to inbound it cleanly. It's hit out of bounds by Anthony Black. Will be an out of bounds pass in once again for the Miami Heat. They get into Adebayo. He has to get it off quickly. He does get it off in time, but does not hit the basket. Here come the Magic in transition. Anthony Black. Another good layup attempt, but cannot get it to fall. Miami Heat. It's going to be a jump ball, actually, as Tyler Hero was on his way into the basket, trying to get towards the hoop. Got tied up there, it looked like, with Anthony Black. So it's going to be a Tyler Hero and Anthony Black jump ball, it looks like. We'll see what they call here officially. Take a look into the sports books, too, see what they got cooking. It is going to be a Tyler Hero and Anthony Black jump ball. The Heat have possession. Tyler Hero pulls up for a deep three, cannot connect. It's going to be Wendell Carter with the rebound for the Magic. Checked in recently himself. Desmond Bain running the point. There's going to be an off-ball foul. Looked like by Jaime Juarez. Checked in for the Heat recently as well. Score is still 20-7, and we are now at 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter if you watched along with us. Desmond Bain dumps it off, gives it back, pulls up the floater and hits it. There's a bucket for the Magic. Andrew Wiggins Swings it to Mitchell. Mitchell driving in on Black. Swings it to Adebayo, who pulls up and gets a contact off of Wendell Carter. There'll be a foul on Carter Jr. Foul on Wendell Carter Jr. for the Magic. De Silva's going to check in for Desmond Bain. It's 20-9 currently. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Ball is checked in. Heat with possession. Swing it to Adebayo. Putting on work on Wendell Carter in the paint, and he gets a floater to sink over Wendell Carter Jr. in the paint. 22-9 now. Miami Heat. Tyus Jones puts up a floater. Could have been maybe a alley-oop to Wendell Carter Jr., but they were unable to connect. It hits the front rim. On the other side, Tyler Hero puts up a three. He cannot connect himself. The Magic retain possession. Anthony Black in transition gets it stolen. Tyler Hero comes up with it and dishes it off. They get it down to Jaime Juarez for the slam. Heat lead now 24-9. A bit of a crazy play there. Juarez able to get his first bucket of the game. On the Magic side of things, De Silva puts up a shot. Oh, and he gets his first shot to fall. It's going to be a three-pointer. Cuts the lead down to 12 for the Heat. They swing the ball around to Juarez. Tyler Hero puts up a shot fake. Gets Anthony Black to bite, and he drives it to the hoop for a bucket himself. 26-12, the Heat lead the Magic. Silva tries to feed it into Wendell Carter in the paint. Unable to connect. It's going to be a turnover by the Magic. Pretty fast-paced game so far. A lot of back and forth. It's not the cleanest basketball movement so far. A bit of sloppy play, but it's been entertaining nonetheless. Yeah, De Silva with a nice quick three as he checked into the game, as mentioned. Looks like Norman Powell is back in at the check-in table. De Silva comes up with a rebound. He drives to the basket himself, puts a layup up, but cannot connect. The ball is swatted out of bounds. Khalil Ware also checked in for the Heat in this dead ball possession. We also have Paolo Banchero, looks like Bizodsky coming in as well for Isaac. So a couple other changes, substitutions on the Magic side as well. The Heat do have possession of the ball. Jaime Juarez drives to the basket, puts up a shot but misses. Paolo Banchero moves the ball up to the court for the Magic. Magic are swinging the ball around mostly on the outside. Not playing much of an inside game just yet, but they do have Paolo Banchero, who gets some attention, feeds it out to Tyus Jones for a three. He misses, but gets his own rebound. He has Juarez on him, takes him to the basket, feed off in the paint. They get where to bite, and one. The Magic finally now getting a little bit of momentum on their side. 26-14, they do have a free throw to follow. I have a free throw here. For the and one play, make it a 3-point bucket. Gets the sink. So the lead is now down to 11 for the Miami Heat. They're up 26-15 now. 3.25 left in the first quarter. The Heat able to drive in, get a quick bucket after the free throw by the Magic. Magic spinning the ball around a Bancaro, who drives it in for a layup, cannot connect. Jaime Juarez Jr. brings it up the floor. 3-point attempt by the Miami Heat. It is missed. Looks like they're going to go ahead and call it timeout or some kind of commercial break now. Miami Heat do lead the Orlando Magic, and we'll go ahead and take a break ourselves. We'll be right back. Heat definitely off to a very fast start, but the Magic able to at least make it more of a manageable attempt here now. Alrighty, up the Sunshine Showdown. As I was saying earlier, the little throwdown for the Florida spot in the NBA Emirates Cup. Heat with the ball. Jaime Juarez drives to the basket, gets fouled by Paulo Banchero on the way in. Should be on the floor though. Bit of a ticky-tack foul for the first knockout round of the NBA Emirates Cup, but nonetheless, there was the contact there. Nolan Powell puts up a three, cannot hit. Desmond Bane gets the rebound, dishes it off to Tyus Jones in the front court, passes it off. Magic with the offensive possession, and they're going to get called with an offensive screen foul. So another turnover for the Magic essentially. There's now 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first quarter. The Miami Heat do lead the Orlando Magic 28-15 currently. Play inside with the Heat. Nothing there. Spin it back outside. They penetrate once again, and it's denied by Wendell Carter Jr. Oh no, that was actually Dotsky, excuse me. He gets the rebound. Tyus Jones passes it off to De Silva. He passes it to the backcourt of nobody. It'll be another Orlando Magic turnover. Like I said, kind of sloppy play here from the Magic early on. Clover comes up with the rebound and gets fouled on his way up. He's going to shoot two at the line. That was Bidazi. I'm not sure exactly how to say his name, to be honest. Bidazi. Tomorrow we'll definitely be looking forward to the 5:30 Mountain Standard Time, at least for me. Tip off. The Phoenix Suns will have a very, very tough opponent in the Oklahoma City Thunder. We'll be watching that closely, keeping an eye on that game. Righty, Where did get the free throw to go. Miami Heat now lead 30-15. They double the Orlando Magic points currently, with a minute 40 left to play in the first quarter. There was a Miami Heat foul, team foul. Just gonna dead ball real quick. See where they pass it in from. They're actually gonna add time onto the clock. They're gonna say there's 1 minute and 36 seconds left now. Orlando inbounds the ball to Desmond Bane. And they still have clock issues, otherwise the clock didn't ever get started. So ref calls timeout once again as they get it situated. They're going to put 15 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to keep the 1 minute and 32 seconds game clock. Banchero passes it into Desmond Bane, who drives, kicks it back out to Badazi, and the clock still hadn't gone. They were able to get the game clock to 1:29. The shot clock never went down from 15. So they're gonna get that situated, and they're gonna see what they can do 3 times in a row. That's funny. Wow, you don't see that very often in the NBA, folks, especially here in a this new, Emirates NBA Cup that they've made such a big deal out of the last few years. You would like to see the production and broadcast team on point there, but everybody slips up from time to time. Simple mistake, hopefully, and little technical mistake. Hopefully, they're able to get it situated now. Let's see if they return the game clock to 132, because that's what it was at. It was at 1 minute and 32 seconds. That went down 3 seconds. So essentially, there was 3 seconds of game clock that the shot clock should have went down as well, but it stayed at 15 seconds. Funny little things, that I guess they want to just make sure they get right here. Every second counts, as we've seen it come down to in very numerous games. So good on the referees to be keeping an eye on it, and hopefully the clock operators will get on their game a little bit more. Let's see. So now they're discussing something with the coaches here. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I apologize. I did have us muted quick just so that I can check and see what exactly was going on with the confusion. They're just going to turn off, it looks like, the shot clock for the remaining minute of the first quarter, which is very interesting to see, but it looks like they're just kind of taking into account that they're just going to get some big shots up and not just hold the ball as, as they should have. So goes off the Magic, and the Heat now have possession with 56 seconds left. In the first quarter here, they lead 30-17. Very interesting. That was weird. I've never seen anything like that happen. I still don't think I've ever seen anything like it currently happen, where they're not able to get the clock situated in time, and they're just ending up playing without the shot clock at the moment. Game clock, of course, is still in motion. 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Jaime Flores Jr. drives in, shoots at a bucket, but he does not be able to. He's not able to connect. It hits the back rim, and Magic with possession. Paolo Banchero drives, dishes it off, but it's actually going to be an offensive foul on Banchero. They call an offensive foul on Paolo Banchero. Larson took an elbow. It looked like to the face. It looked like is what during the drive. Yeah, kind of just the wrong place at the wrong time. It looks like not much I think Carroll could do there to avoid that necessarily either. But either way, the elbow strike, and it looks like a right call for me. So I'm going to replay. All right, 20 seconds left to go. Miami Heat is out the ball. They're just going to take the last shot now officially. Funny, there was, they actually, Jaime Juarez coughed it up. Turnover. Miami will take Magic will take the last shot. Desmond Bain cannot get it to go, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we're going to put a little pause here to our stream as well, folks. Thanks again for tuning in with us, but make sure to tune back, and we'll be back here soon.